Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on Alley Top Files. As you can see, I have someone with me today. His name's Greg. You want to say hello and mention your name at the bottom there? How do you say it?
Yeah, hello. My name is Greg Lake. I'm a trial and appellate attorney, and I have the Entheogenic Esquire YouTube channel. And glad and grateful to be here today.
This is great. We'll get more into what you do, okay, in a minute. We have some videos to show today, right? And
yes, I think we got something pretty important. We weren't going to start the show this way, but we think it's something that we need to show right away.
Yes. So I'm going to bring it up on stage. Just give me 1 second. And as you know, my title of my episode, or is it going to be part one, part two? The title of my episode is who is, I'll call it massage, because you know
massage.
I met you on Danks's thread, actually. I'm not going to say the word. So we'll say massage, because every time I voice it, that's what comes out.
Yep.
That is literally what comes out.
Very fitting. It's very fitting too.
Very
what we
fitting.
know now about the files and all that. Yeah.
So yesterday, there was a video that came out regarding what's going to happen Monday or Tuesday. I saw it. I wanted to play that first since it's fresh on the news. Trump is going to do something with Iran Monday, Tuesday, apparently, allegedly.
Oh.
And everything in this video is allegedly. Look at our hats, allegedly. We are doing this for entertainment purposes, and so's Greg. We are just sharing our opinions. Okay, guys? Just putting that out first. So next video I will put is this one.
And this is really important, guys.
Forces. I have a friend, former CIA officer, who was at the White House this morning talking to his friends, and he says that a decision has been made to attack Iran on Monday or Tuesday. The president yesterday gave the Iranians 10 days to accept our proposals for an end to their ballistic missile program, an end to their uranium enrichment program, an end to supporting groups in the Middle East like Hamas and Hezbollah and the Houthis. But he's done this before. Well, he'll give you 10 days, he'll give you 2 weeks, and then he'll just attack 2 days into it. He thinks that keeps people off balance. And so he said that there are battle lines, that the anti-war forces are J.D. Vance and Tulsi Gabbard. He said that that's it. He said the pro-war people are led by Marco Rubio and include Pete Hegseth, and now the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And I stopped him on that point this morning, and I said, wait a minute. I said, during the Iraq War, at the start of the Iraq War, the most stridently anti-war component was the Joint Chiefs of Staff. They were always the last ones that wanted to attack because they know what war is. And he said, but you forget, Trump has replaced all of the Joint Chiefs this year, in the past 12 months. Which I had forgotten. Any of these four-star generals who, had worked their way up through the ranks, but had served under Biden, he fired all of them. All of them.
Wow.
And he promoted people that he knew would be politically loyal.
Do you think this is to distract from the current scandal?
Probably in part, yeah.
How about them saying they're going to release the UFO files last night, which I've wanted released forever. But
yeah, I know, right? Timing. I mean, we've been talking about this for years.
The timing.
Okay, so I don't know if we want to talk about that. What is your feelings of that, Greg?
Yeah, what really stood out to me, and this kind of does bleed into the context of what we're talking about today, right, is the distraction part of it. I think,
Yes.
and it sucks that we've come to a spot in all this to where, like, literally starting, I guess, at least, I don't know, I hope it's not a war, but like a mini, like, war with even if just a small percentage is for distraction, it's unacceptable to me, and I just don't think that that's a good move any way you cut it. And I think that the massage people have a little or a lot to do with this move. you know.
Yes.
I kind of agree. It's pretty obvious when, you're making a move like this with everything else that's going on. It's pretty obvious that it's a distraction. It's meant to draw attention away from the other problems that are already going on. So I completely agree with you. And I do believe our massage people are involved. I do believe so. Like, why wouldn't they? It's what they do.
Yeah.
Because everybody will be focused on the war itself, if there is one, or if there is an attack. They'll be focused on that, and everything else will be sidelines, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on, or are we going to talk about Greg today?
Yes. Let's let. Now that we got that important information out of the way, and it's just something for people to start following very closely. Let's have Greg tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank y'all very much. And it's been I'm very grateful to come on with y'all today. Obviously I'm a YouTube content creator, but also I'm a trial and appellate attorney. I've been focusing on freedom of religion cases, and I litigate both state and federal trial and appellate pretty much across the country. It's very niche, but after it was really the Charlie Kirk thing that really woke me up to the fact that our political system was in shambles, and both parties obviously very guilty of all the divisiveness and everything. And then, going to what we're going today, really the issue of these massage people and the foreign lobby in this country was one of the main things I wanted to get out here and speak up about and help make sense of, these things that are going on, extent I can, my legal expertise, help people understand, kind of like with the Charlie Kirk thing, the evidence preservation, how they handled the crime scene, how Tyler Robinson's trial is going down.
We'll get into that because your legal expertise I want to ask you questions when we get into it. In the end, guys, in the end, we're going to talk about the Charlie Kirk case. So, I found you on Danks. I saw your thread. I watched your video, and we're going to get into it now, but I can't play the video, obviously. I'm going to show the screenshots from your video. Then I'm going to play the video that I found that I could play. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And that's kind of how we sort of stumbled across Greg's content. And
He's great.
And his video was very interesting because it went into the deception that massage is willing to go through on the global stage. And it was really enlightening. And I don't think a lot of people understand that sort of aspect of how global manipulation through governments and agencies work. And it's always playing out right in front of our eyes. And sometimes we don't recognize it. So
I think we need to talk about it.
I think we need to talk about it too. So people can, maybe recognize these situations if they happen to be close to one. God willing, they aren't. But, if you sort of recognize something a little off, maybe you can get your butt out of there.
Yeah. So I'll bring up a couple of the screenshots that I found your video from, but I can't play it on my YouTube channel. We already talked about why. There's music, there's other things. But I'll bring up the screenshot, and maybe you can tell me what's happening here.
So in just a real kind of tidbit, side story. So when I found this video, I was actually on a road trip with my wife to go visit our stepkids. And it was funny because that same day I sent my first email ever to Barron, just offering assistance and if he needed any in his research and stuff. And so that really draws me back. But I saw this video, and the reason why I was interested in massage was because of the Kirk incident. And then I started looking at the larger influence that those, many of those people have in this country. And so that was kind of the impetus for it. But towards the end, right, I saw this bit where they were talking really two aspects where they're more or less bragging about their ability to obfuscate the manner of death in cases where that's what they desire to do. And then two, they were more or less bragging about how good they are at special effects and makeup and have the special artist and all that. And so I was like, as far as the investigation goes, this could be helpful for some people who are going down that avenue,
Special effects and makeup. They are good at that.
Yeah.
Let's go move on to the next picture.
And apparently,
go ahead, babe.
I was just going to say, and apparently they do hire film and TV professionals. And not only do they hire them, they retain them. They're theirs now.
Yeah, I have that here somewhere. I can move back. I can go scroll back. Here we go. So tell me what's going on in this photo.
Yeah, so in the context of the documentary, they were talking about one case in particular. And I can't remember off the top of my exactly, but they were using disguises, right? Where they, in the video, they say, oh, the Massage is aware of all these security cameras, but they're prepared, which again started making me think about the incident at UVU, right? And so here they're like interviewing the special effects makeup artist, and he's talking about how he, goes all in to make, and one thing they say, he says that the test for these people is if they can go in front of their family and not recognize them, right? So like that's the level of obfuscation that they're doing here. And so so this is them interviewing that guy, talking about his work for Massage and stuff, and he's like, I don't even want to know what they're doing and stuff, because he already knows that, in my opinion at least, a lot of the stuff they do is just terrible, quite frankly.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I know that I feel like Erica wears a wig. That's just me. That's just me. And Jack Hibbs. But I mean, they're not spies, right?
Not spies.
But they're wearing wigs.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. And they might know maybe Aspire to. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just our opinion.
Allegedly. Yeah. So, well, come on. They kind of run Hollywood. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
If you want a movie, if you want something done like on the fly, special effects, they're the guys to call. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
They know everything. They're in our phones. They're in our iPhones. They're in the guts of our phones. Anyhow, we'll move on to the next picture, which is it this one? Oh, so yeah. What's this one?
I think it's a little bit more of the same.
It's the same one. So it's just another disguise, right? For men. I guess.
Yeah. And they were talking too about, how quick they are. So it's not just that they're really good at special effects makeup, but they're also brag about how quick they are of like coming out of the disguise and moving around and stuff.
Yes.
And so just a lot of emphasis on trickery is in this part of that documentary.
That's part of my theory.
and misdirection as well.
Because I believe that what happened to Charlie, he went in on it to fake it, but they killed him anyways. And rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. He's not with us anymore. So that's what I believe. But anyhow, next, what is this picture here?
Again, they were talking about that specific operation. I think they were in some hotel. Obviously, we saw that one where they're like at the desk, and so this was just them.
Sorry, is this in Dubai? This is in Dubai, right?
I want to say it was somewhere in the Middle East. So yeah, and so this was obviously they were targeting Hamas and stuff. And real quick, they talked about one incident where they had basically injected a guy without his knowledge or exposed him in some trickery way to this poison, and he was about to die. Well, they got discovered. They went
they're going in to go get him, right?
Yeah, so they chased the agents, and Massage had to they got politically pressured by, I think it might have been Clinton at the time, politically pressured them to give the antidote to save his life. Yeah, because they weren't successful, and they got caught, and they were actually able to save the man's life through political pressure, essentially. Yeah.
Weird. So this is the stuff that they injected him with.
I would assume that, or at least they were referencing, this was kind of the demonstration, I guess.
That is crazy.
Well, so, that would kind of make sense. Like, if you were going to be in that position where you were assigned to, potentially eliminate somebody, then if they were partially immobilized, I guess that kind of makes your job a heck of a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'll play the video now. So, and everybody give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear the video when I play it, because sometimes people can hear it, sometimes they can't. So I'm going to play the video, and it's kind of Greg, it's kind of what you just showed here, but in a nutshell, because what's his name, Babe John,
Kikaru?
Yeah, he's in this video, and you can see that they kind of like went and they took those parts out because it is copyrighted, I guess, right? Yeah. Can't show it all. Yeah. All right, I will get it ready to go here. It's right after this one.
Yeah.
It's this one.
Yeah, believe this is it.
He had been a member of a bona fide terrorist group, and he had a very specific telltale crimp.
What's a crimp?
A crimp is a certain way that you twist the wires inside a bomb.
I heard that the agency is dabbling in VR and AR type stuff.
Oh, yeah. What the CIA is doing on futuristic tech with things like virtual reality are closer now to what DARPA is doing. And it is terrifying. The CIA has developed technologies to, for example, remotely take over your car. Why would the CIA want to take over your car? To make you drive off a bridge? Now, working with the likes of Palantir, NVIDIA, all these cutting edge tech companies.
I remember hearing when Palantir first came out that people at the agency didn't like it.
At all.
Do they use it now, you think?
Yeah.
What would they use it for?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. Mostly, well, Israelis are not like anybody else. They killed a guy in a hotel room in Dubai. And then after they killed him, they were somehow able to lock the door from the inside of the hotel room. You know, we studied that for a long time.
There was like 26 people that the Dubai CCTV footage saw,
Right.
but none of them were picked up.
Oh.
Weren't the cameras Israeli made?
I got a tour of the whole facility, and the cameras were German.
What facility?
There's an underground.
What has been your experience with Ground Branch and special activities?
Those guys on loan from SEAL Team 6, they just appeared one day, and then they would vanish for a week at a time. What they do is so secret.
I have a feeling people would really want me to ask you about this.
This freaks me out. Oh, I got chills just thinking about it.
I'm so sorry.
He had been a member of a...
I just got chills.
Man.
Right. I just got chills. So that was kind of your video in the John version. Did you see how he did it? He didn't show.
Yeah.
And he couldn't, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Because that footage is heavily copywritten.
Yeah.
It's on 60 Minutes Australia. And,
okay.
and Greg has a nice, really important chunk of that on his X page and on his YouTube.
Do you still have it on YouTube? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Go check it out, and he'll show the whole rundown of it. And obviously, I only can show this John guy. Because he's really good. We've been watching a couple of his videos too. He has some really great stuff. So that's how I met you, Greg. So because
And very brave too.
They have the same. You see the same video, the same. You were talking about the same thing, but
Yep.
you did it in more detail, which I liked. Right?
yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the thing I like about this video is because it's not putting the effort, like it's not putting all the focus on massage, because it shouldn't have been, right? Because if you know your history, they were all sort of created together. Like CIA and massage are only 1 year apart when they first got established. So I find it very relevant that he's speaking on a little bit of what the CIA has been developing, their capabilities, and seeing how that's mirrored with their counterparts.
Yes.
You know, and I think that's valid to show, because it's not only what they're doing, it's what we're doing as well here on our own soil. And I think that's important that we always sort of keep that in our mind, or at least in the back of our minds somewhere.
Yeah.
What is this, John? What is this? I know this is another comment, but I don't know.
The guy in a Julian opener wore a CIA mask in all of last 1991 and fooled Bush.
So like a disguise, I guess, and was able to
to get in.
Oh, that's what he means.
I actually want to look
That
into
is
that.
crazy.
so.
I'm gonna look that up. Thank you so much, Ryan Burton, 1456. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, babe, because we're gonna forget.
Yeah, you want to?
We do that. You
Yeah.
know, might as
No,
well.
I'll do that. Here.
Let's both do it, Greg.
'Cause
Like,
I'm-
this is really great.
on my phone.
Because I
It's
I'm a nerd. I'll actually go look that up
We
later.
are nerds. I am a big nerd. Okay, I don't really care. I like Star Wars. Oh, hi, LA Top Files crew. Thanks for sharing information with a sense of humor that has been sorely lacking for some time. Well, thank you, Tina. How do you say that part? Sindashlakis?
You got me.
I don't know if I said it right.
That's a tongue twister.
I try. I mean, I had Scary Kirk on, and it was on the fly. It was really fun. Go check it out. She's hilarious. I mean, with everything that's going on now, it's so dark, you know.
Things are heavy these days, and you got to be able to laugh. That's the most important thing. You got to be able to keep your chin up, you know, especially when the things are when you're going through dark times. It's easy to be happy when everything's good. You know?
To think JFK was trying to do away with CIA. I guess we know how bad the CIA is at secrets. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, that in the military industrial complex, you know, those two things are, and who was it? Eisenhower, I think, on his way out, did like a press conference or a speech where he was like, that military industrial complex, watch out.
Good
watch
memory.
out. And it's very true. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to play that other video. Which one is it, babe? This one. Right?
Yes, it's that one there.
Not this one yet, right?
Not yet. So
Okay.
So we'll do this one, and just to set up the video a little bit, this is just going into a little bit of the operations that Massage has pulled off in the past years, and it's to do with obviously the pagers and walkies. Everybody kind of knows about that.
So is this about the exploding pagers?
Pagers and walkies, because there was both. A lot of people don't realize that there was walkies involved.
Okay, sorry. These things happen. Sorry. Ready, guys? Here we go.
Oh, you've probably seen the footage, and if you haven't, I'll warn you, you might find it hard to watch. This man with the blue baseball cap handling produce at a grocery store, his shoulder bag is about to explode. You see how much force with which the explosion sprays outwards. That'll become important later. But this man is badly hurt, and there are thousands like him.
Across Lebanon and into Syria, pagers exploding.
Handheld pagers used by Hezbollah members exploded.
Wireless devices exploding in the user's hands.
Hezbollah's news outlet reports these explosions were the result of walkie-talkies.
So let's start with the question, what happened? Across Lebanon on Tuesday at around 3:30 in the afternoon, thousands of pagers exploded almost at the same time, likely tampered with to detonate remotely at the push of a button.
What the heck?
The targets, members of Hezbollah, a designated terror group, sworn enemies of Israel, and increasingly reliant on pagers for communication. Then, a day later, on Wednesday, a similar coordinated attack, this time on Hezbollah walkie-talkies.
For the second day, panic spread across Lebanon as more electronic devices suddenly transformed into bombs.
This presumably Israeli operation is extremely sophisticated, getting not only into the pagers, but then into the walkie-talkies.
This begins to answer the next big question: who would do this? Israel has not taken responsibility for the attack, nor does it tend to, even when it is behind covert attacks like this. But nobody denies Israeli intelligence would certainly be capable of something on this scale. Hezbollah has blamed Israel directly, and of course, the two have been locked in conflict for years, and particularly since the October 7th attacks.
That's the end of that video.
So what is your take on that? What I know you just is your first time seeing this, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I'll say this is, you know, these prior attacks, you know, when I first heard John Bray's, you know, theory of the case, you know, based upon the prior attacks, it really made a lot of sense to me. And just in all honesty, I haven't really subscribed to any certain theory all the way, just because, you know, the ability and prowess of these people to come in and misdirect and push us in erroneous directions. I've committed to try to stay as like kind of objective as possible in my mind. But yeah, you know, these previous attacks combined with what we know and have seen with Kirk's incident, right? Like, yeah, it really, really got me thinking. And so that's, you know, these things, yeah, it had an effect on me and the weight that I'm putting into, you know, particularly John's theory for sure.
Yeah, he does some really great work. And I watched his last testing. And yeah, we can get that on. We can do another live on that.
We could. Yeah.
You know,
I would
like incredible work. I love the fact that he does testings and he shows the the ballistic part and the
Mhm.
and the freeze frame of where the what do you call it?
The energy.
The energy is coming from. I see a lot in the microphone too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can like do a live on that. Maybe,
Yeah.
you
And
know?
one other thing real quick I'd like to do, if we do, is like I'd like to run down for the audience like how courts assess experts and expert testimony and stuff like that. So that way, you know, when they're seeing other people do their theories and all that in their mind, they can be thinking, okay, are they qualified? Does this fit the criteria for a court to consider to let something like this in, let these people testify?
You know what we should do? What I think February 24th, they're doing another hearing.
They are online, actually.
It live. We should go live on it.
Okay, we can. Yeah, absolutely. And real quick, that's going to be, so that from my understanding, it's going to be two parts. One's going to be the judge issuing the order on the recusal or not of the prosecutor, and then he's supposed to give instructions on how to proceed on these privacy motions by the defense. And so we won't get a decision that day, but I think he's going to like set the schedule for how they're going to brief and decide that. So I think it'd be great. I'd love to.
I would love to do that with you because
Okay.
I would like to, I'm not a lawyer and you obviously have expertise in this area. So that'd be great to have you. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah. I've been keeping up with the court cabin doing videos and stuff. And so I'll make sure to brush up and be prepared to speak fully on
Let's
those
do
matters.
it.
I'd be interesting to see how they handle the privacy aspects when it comes to witnesses. I really want to see what they're actually going to allow and what they're going to hide. And I want to know, what's really going to be interesting about that is the reasons why, right? I'm really, really curious to that.
You know, the funny thing, well, it's not funny at all, but you know, what happened is the defense filed these privacy motions in private. So like, not only do they want, you know, the whole proceeding to be private, but they want the argument and all that to also be private. And so, yeah, I hope that does not fly. I hope it does not.
Is that weird, Greg, for them to do that?
Well, in this context, for sure, because let's think about it. Yeah, let's think about it real quick is that, you know, a lot of, especially with us independent media looking into this, right? Well, we've really developed a lot of things where, you know, it would be good for the defense for people to, you know, start giving credence to this was not as described, you know? And so I'm having a hard time jogging my mind to come up with a reason as to why they would.
We'll go to in terms of.
That was my fault. Technical error.
Good.
Technical error. Sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. All good.
Yeah. So sorry about that, Greg.
Yeah,
so
no,
sorry.
all
I'm
good.
trying to line up. I'm doing three things at once, right? So okay. Are we going on to the next part? Should I do this video? Get the videos out of the way or no?
Yeah, if you want, we can play this video. It's a little out of order, but I guess we can play it now, and then we'll just get through talking about the documents that we've got organized.
Because I just want to get the videos done out of the way. And yeah, this is just a new kind of setup I'm doing right now. I was telling you about it, Greg, like because it's easier for me because oh my God, where's the stage? How am I bringing up the next one? It's taking me forever. So this is just a new way I'm doing it. So next video, what is this about, babe?
I'm just want to scroll through my notes quickly.
The sword of freedom. The sword of freedom.
So basically what this is an interview with the last director of massage. So basically he sets up for an interview and explains a little bit about what the agency does. And I just thought this was interesting.
Okay.
So let's check it out.
And here we go.
We'll go to in terms of intelligence gathering and military operations to achieve its strategic goals. I discussed all of this with Yossi Cohen. He is the former director of Israel's national intelligence agency called Mossad. His new book, Sword of Freedom, chronicles 4 decades inside that covert intelligence agency. Here is part of our conversation. Yossi, it's great to have you on the program. You discuss in the book quite a few things that are very topical. I'm going to get to those news items in a minute, but there's something from the book very early on that I think will provide a context for everything we're going to discuss. And it's when you reference the successful Mossad effort to use beepers against Hezbollah, and you say that particular mission, quote, reaffirmed Israel's reputation for exacting ruthless, sophisticated, and devastatingly effective revenge. That aura of strength helps to build unlikely, mutually beneficial relationships. For my audience, put all that together for them. What does that mean, and what did that operationally mean for you in your career?
Right. I mean, first, thank you very much for hosting me here, Major. I mean, it's a great honor to be in your show. And I'm very excited, because of the books coming out, and that's a very important discussion because of what's happening all the time in the Middle East right now. In operations, or specifically on this one of the pagers, which is one of a line of a very long line of operations that we have conducted, against our enemies in the majorly in the Middle East, there is a kind of a new concept that was invented something like 20 years ago. Even in the first Lebanon war in 2006, we've already used this kind of manipulated equipment that has to help us do three things: either to listen to our enemies and to understand what they say, to collect intelligence from within the organization. Number two is to tell us where they are. Like the pagers are not containing GPS locators, but others do. And number three, if needed, you have to plant some explosive into it, so to make sure that you get rid of the enemy at the time when the time is right.
Whoa. What is your take on this, Greg? I know I think I sent you this video. I had to kind of take the music out, but
you did. And he said some things in there that mirror that documentary that I published a video about. In the beginning of it, they say that Mossad's job is to spy, manipulate, and kill, impact global politics. And it said that they're involved in every major incident in the Middle East in the last 50 years. And so, yes, this seems to be very consistent with obviously other information about the Mossad. And, this thing attacking people through these objects like that. Just for me personally, I see a level of cowardice in that. And again, that's just my personal opinion, but it's, and not only that, if I'm not mistaken, some of this interview maybe, and maybe some others actually came out after the Kirk incident, right? Where you would expect them to maybe to the extent that some people might think they're involved, but it seems like they're just completely unashamed. And not only that, I think all their attacks are public intentionally, right? I think that they go for
they want a public display.
Exactly, to put fear in people, and I think possibly what we've seen here is no exception.
Giving me goosebumps, like how they're in the walkie-talkies too. That is crazy. I think the one that were exploded on the seat there that we saw in that video was a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, that was remnants of a walkie. You can see the part where the dials were, and it was just too much plastic to be a pager. So that was obviously one of the leftovers of the detonation of one of the walkies.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting because we watched a video already on this show just now where they were trying to question Bibi about it.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Mr. Let Go.
What up, Mr. Let Go?
What is going on with you? I watched your live stream. He had Danks on today.
Yeah. That was actually a really good stream those two guys did. If you didn't get a chance to watch Mr. Let Go and Danks today, go hop over to
fire. He was fire. It was like Erica, she couldn't even talk. I don't know what's going on. I loved it. I loved your live stream. I watched it, by the way. I was doing the moderation for it. But go check out Mr. Let Go. Greg, I have known Mr. Let Go since this whole thing started. Before I had a YouTube, before I had anything. And by the way, Mr. Let Go, he is. Explain who you are again in a nutshell. You're.
Hold on. Oh, Greg, he looks confused.
Greg, explain, because Mr. Let Go's here. He is a major YouTuber on the internet. So please explain what you do.
Absolutely. And just so you know, Danks and I have been on with Mr. Let Go before. We did a live stream about some of the TPUSA financial data and stuff like that. Oh, and the defamation. And so,
so you know him.
No, I'm familiar with Mr. Let Go. We've done some work together. Very appreciative, Mr. Let Go. Thank you very much. I've thoroughly enjoyed our stream that night, and man, it just makes me feel good that we're all together doing this, because it gives me hope that we're gonna make it to where we need to go.
Definitely. And he brings out, he's really into the human trafficking part, you know. And so am I dabble into a little bit of that, but I'm into the pastor rabbit hole. I love talking about that. We will talk about that later. But tonight, today's stream is about, we're going to call it massage, Mr. Let Go. We're not calling it odd. We're going to call it massage because we don't know what's going to happen. Right?
Yeah, that's right. And it fits within the paradigm that we've been given through the files release, right?
Right. So when I voice texted you, so we're gonna do stuff about massage, like, right? I said the word and then it came out massage. I said, let's just call it massage, because every time I say the actual word, it comes out massage. So yeah, so it's a massage. It's a massage thing. So so we're talking about this today regarding pagers exploding and
yeah, and we were just touching on the walkie there. That was, you know, you can tell from the debris it was definitely a walkie.
Yep.
And you know, it was very interesting on how they actually played all that out, because in the
he says it was a great stream.
It was a good one. I felt I think people got a lot out of that one. Yeah.
Look, Mr. Let Go, everything's allegedly. Allegedly. I don't need to say anything. But anyways, we're moving on. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Look at you. Everybody knows you in the chat. Like, you're famous.
He is.
Aaron's a good supporter, man. He does his own thing and does his own channel, but you know, you can always see him hopping around supporting other creators.
Yeah, very grateful for that. For sure.
You know,
he was the first one that I messaged, and he answered, you know.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate him and Baron, because the people that answered was him and Baron. So I really appreciate Mr. Let Go since day one. I will ride it down right till death with him. So
yeah, me too. I'll never forget him bringing me on. Yeah.
Thanks. Always support people that that are showing the truth. So
that's right.
We will continue on.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go to the next part, babe?
What do you mean by that,
darling?
Let's just start skimming along, and we'll start going through some of these slides. So
so I'm going to go to number.
We touched on those. That was from the incident
in Dubai.
Which was kind of crazy. I can't believe they locked the door from the inside somehow.
Yeah, I wonder if they did that magnets or something.
They must have.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of, Greg. They must have done something like that in order to trigger the latch.
And then this is just a recap of people coming in here. You know, I found Greg from, you know, this video he did. Go check him out. You know, shows like Spies and Disguise and Prosthetics. They own the whole industry. Yeah. So, and then we talked about this and the muscle. That's what happened in Dubai, right? That guy.
That's what allegedly happened. Is that they were able to weaken this individual previously before the attack, allegedly.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
This is the about, right?
I was gonna say one thing real quick. It'd be interesting to know when the massage type people took over Hollywood. Like, was that from day one, or was this like post World War II when they started to take over? Like,
I have a little info on that because I dug around on loosely. Basically, right after World War II, there was sort of an influx of people from that part of the world who came over. The mob started there. A lot of infiltration of government, business, entertainment. A lot, like it was already happening before then, but at that point they really kind of stepped it up. Because if you fast forward 10 to 20 years in the future, you look at stuff like MK Ultra and the Apollo affair happening.
Yep.
And in order to pull stuff like that off, you have to have a very serious foundation. You can't just walk into that and do it. So I think definitely for many, many decades, Greg, that's what my opinion would be.
Ivan. I like to see people. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Ivan has amazing studio. You got to go check him out. Ivan is Ivan.
Oh, wow.
Ivan is amazing. He's starting his own, little YouTube channel now, and I could watch.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, he's really great.
And it's actually pretty good. He's
really great.
his mini series that he's been doing for his last bunch of episodes is on the surveillance state.
Yep.
And he breaks his video down into about 20-minute videos, so it's really easy to ingest.
Yeah.
And to think about. So it's just another emerging channel that is good to go check out.
Yep.
All
Oh,
right, so-
Adam. Hey, I know Adam wants to work with me too. I saw.
Yeah, he's my buddy. We did a pretty good stream last night. It seemed to go
great.
really well.
Yeah, we caught some of it. We caught some of your stream last night.
Okay, awesome.
I would love to, I think you messaged me on Insta. So yeah,
He's
do
a
it.
huge fan. He's a huge fan of yours, so he
Aw.
would be very grateful. Yeah,
Thank you
for
so
sure.
much. Thank you so
And I
much.
think I found Adam's YouTube last night. I think I did.
I really appreciate everybody doing hard work like you, Greg. Like you obviously have more like lawyer experience and stuff like that, which I find interesting. And you also have the history aspect. You're like Chris, you're very into history.
I am.
And I find that very intriguing. And that's why I wanted you to come on the show.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I loved your Mossad video. And we both did. We both did. Us nerds loved it.
Yeah.
yeah. Nerd for sure. Yeah.
Well, I went and watched your video, and then I went and I wanted to see the whole thing. So it's like I went, I'm like, that got me like juicy in my mouth. Like I was moist, I was salivating. I wanted more.
Yeah.
That didn't come out right, but whatever. We're not gonna edit it out.
Massage.
We don't edit stuff on this channel.
So what is this? The Way of Deception. What is this?
Okay, so basically, this is about the Massage Creed. And their creed is, by way of deception, you shall engage in war. Or another interpretation of is by stratagems, you wage war. So this is part of the creed that they've sort of went by. And it's changed slightly over the decades.
Crazy.
But this is an actual book that's written about that creed. And they actually have a second part of the book as well. But it was just something interesting. And I just thought if people were interested to learn a little bit more about that, they can check it out.
Yeah, like we don't want to bore you, right? We just want to show you all this stuff that it's just the facts from our for our show. Okay? So what's this, babe?
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just try to skim through this information at a decent pace, just so, like Ali said, people don't get too bored.
Yep.
But basically, David Ben-Gurion was the founder of the state in the Middle East there that we all know of. He was also the founder of Massage. He was also an ultra-Zionist, and during World War II, he lived in England, which was weird. So he was hiding out there while still fighting to create something in the Middle East.
And he's passed away.
I believe he has.
He has passed away. So this is him on the coin. That looks kind of like Devil to me. That's really weird.
It looks almost like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh my God.
You remember that movie? You remember Bram Stoker's, Greg?
Yeah.
Hair.
That kind of reminds me a bit about
Sorry,
that.
for the chat. Who is this in a nutshell? Don't do all like nerdy stuff. Just tell me in a nutshell. Like I know.
In a nutshell, he's a man.
No, no. What is
a little bit more detail?
What is he? Is he a Massage? What is he?
Well, he's the man who created the state of overseas.
Oh, he's the man who created the state.
Yeah, and then 1 year later.
Okay.
Yes, and then 1 year later, he created Massage. He's the guy who created everything.
He's the creator.
He created the country. He created the organization.
He's the creator. Okay.
He founded all the rules and laws. He was the first prime minister. He's the guy, and you should probably go do a deep dive on him. I've already been doing that for a little while.
I don't want to look at his face anymore, but yeah, you are the history person, not me.
All right, let's move along.
We're moving on.
Let's move along. And this is all stuff you can look up.
This
right?
is good.
So this is basically that same gentleman, David Ben-Gurion, and this is what was this? This was at the Institute of Ben-Gurion Institute for the Study of something and Zionism at Ben-Gurion University. This was the very first Independence Day, I believe. And this is a document online, going to the document on the right, that's been around for a little while.
Crazy.
But it's ironic that the first citizen, the first prime minister, the creator of Massage, the creator of the state over there, actually is registered as a Palestinian citizen. So that's very, very interesting.
What, Greg? What do you think of that?
Well, they did kind of go over there and take Palestine stuff. So, I mean, I guess maybe that was like the, had to be the first step to like integrate them in to like bust it up. I don't know, but that's very interesting. I mean, was it like a faked document or did you figure that out? Like, was it some like a fake passport type deal or like actually was given those documents by Palestine?
I'm not quite sure. Like, I think this document here is real because I was able to dig around and I had to sort of pick and choose what we were going to show. But I did actually find copies of passports from that era. My apologies. And they're all sort of written out the same way. So it makes me think that it's legit.
So hold on. You're telling me that this guy that started everything is a Palestine citizen?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
I just want to make sure the viewers understand.
Yes.
Everybody in the chat, type 1 if you understand what's going on here, because there is a literal problem with Israel and Palestine. And he's just saying the guy that started everything, he was a Palestine citizen. Does everybody understand that in the chat? Give me a thumbs up. Number 1, like, what is happening here? This is history.
Yeah.
This is like history.
And if we want, I'm just going to jump back over to that same page that's on the left there. It says, this is that gentleman, David Ben-Gurion, flanked by members of his first provisional government, and reads the Declaration of Independence in Tel Aviv Museum Hall on May 14th, 1948. So that's when they had their Declaration of Independence. So that was a couple years, obviously, after World War II.
Okay. That's a little bit of history there for you.
So we can skip along.
Can move on. We can
hop,
move
skip,
on.
and a jump.
What is this? What is this?
So this was a copy of Ben-Gurion's address in 1948. It was probably from that same meeting. Don't quote me on that, but I think it might be. And basically, he's stating just what the new state is going to have to rely on for prosperity and success in the future. And it states right there, its fate is in the hands of the security forces, and we know who that is now because. They would have been established, the Mossad, 2 years previous. And now this comes, and then that came out 2 years later. So for the timeline.
That's crazy.
Right?
If you want to add anything, Greg, like, I don't know.
Real quick. I actually looked it up. So, so it says that basically 1941, Ben-Gurion, the first prime minister, was officially registered as a Palestinian citizen. During the British Mandate period, which I think is what officially created Israel, this was a civic administrative status for all residents, regardless of ethnicity or religion. And so that's why I was wondering.
Hold on.
Yep.
Someone just said Ben-Gurion is the name of the airport in Philadelphia.
Yes, it is.
Well, in Philadelphia, like per Coach Collins terminology.
Yes, exactly.
That's why he's all about that.
Yeah. 100% right. 1,000% right. What is that? Spicy, it's official. You are 100% correct.
That's very spicy, I think.
Very.
That's what I think.
100%.
Moving on. We got a lot. This is just
so this is just from the same area. We don't just wanted to show this, but this basically just sort of is just setting up that new state, and we've already touched a little bit about that, but I just wanted to throw up some articles.
We're just showing like our factual stuff that we found. That's all.
All right, so this gentleman is interesting. So I'll just talk quickly about him, and then Greg, feel free to chime in.
Yep.
So we watched a video of the interview of Yossi Cohen. And he was the previous Mossad commander. This is the person who is in charge right now. And this is, what's this guy's name again? David Barnea. So that is this
He's
gentleman.
In charge right now.
He's in charge right now.
New chief, Mossad chief. See, Netanyahu appoints his military secretary as new Mossad chief.
Yeah. So it's just a quick fact,
And Roman. Okay, we're gonna go to Roman next.
Yes.
Roman is okay. You can talk about this, babe.
So that's the gentleman who is in charge now. This is the gentleman that BB is appointing to take his place, and I believe
June.
Yeah, it'll be June this year. So this is going to be the gentleman who's taking over for the next. I think they go in 5-year terms. I'm not 100%. Is that somewhere here.
5 year.
Yeah, so it is 5-year term. So this person is
He's
going to be
replacing David.
Yeah, so he's going to be taking over this summer.
So look at his face.
So this is going to be the guy.
This is the new guy.
This is the guy.
Oh wow, he's going to be the next massage director.
He's a major general.
Roman Goffman. Okay. So this is just, you know, a little
Just some facts.
This is just a little educational massage thing for us all. Ah, that scares me. I'm sorry, Greg.
Yeah, no, yeah, you told me this before.
Yeah, there's nothing really to go along with this. I think the picture just sort of states itself, right?
It is what it is.
You know, and I don't really have much commentary on this. It's just that, you know, these people move in and out of anywhere. They're ghosts, you know, they're always present and never present at the same time.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he looks like he's like, for me, what is that on? Okay. I like to like look at everything in the picture. Okay, of course, the thing on the wall, right? We know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a microphone here. He's filming something. He's filming something here.
Looks like you'd almost
what
be
is that
giving
on
him
the what is that on the armchair there? What is that?
Not sure, but to me this looks like probably a Palestinian home during the invasion there. Like, because I know that they like to like destroy it, it's so weird. They like take pictures of like lingerie over their clothes, but this looks to me like someone else's, a Palestinian's home that they wrecked and taped the flag up and all that.
There you did. You just said it. Yeah, because look at the destruction here and his helmet's on the floor. He looks proud. And what's that on the thing? It looks like
some kind of vase or something, maybe, or some. It looks like it might be a religious item or something, probably.
Oh, he's holding something. He's holding something in his hand. Do you see it?
Oh, is it a rosary?
I don't know.
Is it a rosary?
I need to zoom it. I don't know if I can. I don't want to screw up the stream. Anyways, okay. That's weird. What is that?
Almost looks like some kind of beaded necklace.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Again, it's probably religious items. I'd be willing to bet those are probably religious items within that Palestinian home that they're,
check this guy out.
you know.
I kind of agree. I have a feeling it's probably something like that as well, Greg.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, yeah. So he's holding that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rosary or something. It looks like.
Yeah.
Interesting, and it looks like an apple. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, it looks like a jar with something in it. I have no idea.
And he's filming, and he's proud of it, and yada
Yeah,
yada.
you can't just unalive the people. You have to also very much be disrespectful to all their stuff, you know, in the process. It's like,
wow.
You feel like it's almost like that's them putting their stamp on it. It's like,
yeah,
look what we did. Now we're gonna take a victory lap photo or something of that nature
In their home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Crazy.
Okay. Next.
And this is just something that I just found I thought was interesting. And it's, in my mind, what this represents is just the power that they have via online and through software to influence other people's hardware, if that makes sense of how I put that. And you know, we've seen Ali found a really good clip of Jack Hibbs and Amir bragging about the technology in cell phones and where it comes from and who created it and who, you know, has access to that.
Someone just said it's a satanic Talmud ritual to take something.
oh wow.
All right. Thanks, Ryan. Thank you. And she said it was either rosary or Orthodox prayer rope.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I believe both of that. I can roll with that. No problem.
And I think like we're done with the massage unless like you want to add something to it, Greg, or we can like move on to the Charlie Kirk stuff now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think anything I would say would probably be in the context of them in the Charlie Kirk thing. So yeah, we can just proceed on there.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah. And just before we move on, I hope like we weren't going to do a deep dive on this, but we just wanted to give you some basic information, guys, on this organization and let you guys run with it. So if it's something that you want to do a deep dive on or investigate more, go for it.
It's a history, and we can't deny it because Charlie Kirk was involved in it. I mean, it was the basis of everything he talked about. He had to be, you know, pro IHOP. He had to talk in that way with the pastors. He had to talk about that during every single interview he ever did. He had to, until near the end where he was kind of, you know, I've had enough of this. And he said he was leaving the pro.
Yep.
The pro blank pause.
Pro people.
Yeah, he's leaving it. So this thing on the screen, he was leaving that. He was going to leave it. So I found it weird that, the Doge audit wasn't done. And he requested that September.
Yeah, there was so many things.
So many things. So we can get into it. What is Ivan saying? They are very big in tech, and they have a large showing a black hat. Oh, okay. He's probably talking about that picture. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ivan's great. You should see his studio.
Yeah.
I hope I have a studio like that one day.
You will. You will. Yeah, you
so.
definitely will.
I mean, it's a small fry. I'm nothing.
I know. You got to start somewhere, but hey, look, one day when we have hundreds of thousands of followers, like we'll be able to look back and say, hey, we really rolled up our sleeves and worked hard.
Yeah. And it's all like for me, how I started all this is I was actually crying. I saw a video of Charlie Kirk the day before. It's so weird. And I showed Chris and I showed him a debate, and I'm like, do you agree with this? And then I like to look at Charlie Kirk's debates, and then we talk about it. And then the next day I see a video, because I usually go on the internet and I look up stuff, and it is this guy screaming, I can't believe he's gone. And I'm like, what? And then I look and I found out that he got shot, apparently. And
allegedly,
then allegedly, right? And then I was like in my garage with my neighbor, and we were discussing it. We just couldn't believe it. And I'm looking at the video, and I told him right away, I go, that's not real. That is not real. I don't know why I said it, but then I just had to let it go, because at that point it was really sad he wasn't here. And I'm like, how can this be? How can this be? I don't understand. And then we were a little bit sad. And then, like, even in the memorial, we
were sad to a point. Like, we were sad
getting weird.
Yeah.
It started getting weird.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew some people in Utah, and they sent me a Google Drive. But going on now, we're going to start the Charlie Kirk stuff. We're going to talk about it, right?
Yeah. And just before we skip on, I just wanted to say that we did have a poll thrown up last night, and the poll was: do you think a foreign entity was involved in a Charlie Kirk assassination?
Yeah.
Our options were yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Yes is at 85%, maybe 9%, no 4%, I don't know 2%. So that was just a quick poll that we put in. It seems a lot of people think that there was other people involved, and that it is definitely, possibly, potentially,
and I don't know how to
foreign entity.
And I don't know how to end that poll.
That's okay. I'm just happy that we actually talked about the poll, because the last 2 episodes we ran polls and we actually forgot to get to them. So we ran the polls. And
I can end poll here.
You want to end the poll here?
Yeah, I can end the poll.
Okay, so we can end the poll.
I can end the poll. 85%. Oh, finally, I knew how to end a poll.
85%.
I've never ended it, Greg. I've always done polls, and then I just end my live stream.
I've posted a poll, like, on a normal post. I probably need to go check it. But let me say this and just encourage everyone here. Like, these polls are incredible information for us content creators, for sure. It's sad, because Tyler Robinson's defense team should probably be reaching out to, like, Barron and a lot of these other content creators who've done these polls that can tell them where your average person's at on these issues. Be invaluable, but I don't think I've heard that they've reached out to anybody.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's get into it. Charlie Kirk, we're going to get into it, because we did the massage thing, and now we're going to do the Charlie Kirk UVU thing.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go through some of these pictures, guys, and we're just going to discuss, because when I started this whole thing, I found these pictures, and I think it was on Mr. Lecko's live. I found it. I sent it to him, and Project Constitution paid Mr. Lecko $100. He wanted those photos, and it went on X, and it flew like crazy. I wasn't on X at the time. I wasn't on YouTube or anything. I was just helping people. I was trying to help YouTubers get the info out, get it out there. So yeah, I found that it was actually on TikTok. I forgot what this guy's name was, but you can clearly see in this picture that this drone's here, right? This is a drone picture.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's obviously, not a guy on a rooftop, so that's obviously a drone. You know what I mean? It's obviously a drone shot.
And there's people here, Greg. There's people.
And so this looks to be the morning of the event, I would assume, because obviously there's people there up near the tent. I see some shadows, so probably the morning of, I would assume.
I am not the boss. I'm learning to be the boss, maybe.
Here. Yeah. I agree. It was probably in the morning because it's not quite full. It looks like maybe a couple hours from the time.
It's around I would say like 10:30, 11.
Not maybe even earlier than that.
Well, I know I interviewed Henry Dells, the guy that spoke about Mormons.
Yep.
You know Henry? I interviewed him. He was there an hour and a half before. So we know that there was traffic there an hour and a half before. Obviously, it's not full, but to say there's no drones and then there's drones and we don't know if there's drones. Oh, come on.
Very suspicious. Yeah.
Frank Turek said there was drones. That's what I think like about the pastors. We'll get into that. They talk too much.
Oh, what?
They talk. They are just detailed as okay.
They're the type of people that if they were to stop all their paragraphs 2 sentences sooner, they would get themselves in a lot less trouble, man.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I've just been very concerned because obviously they don't feel like they need an attorney. Okay. And that concerns me because the evidence
where you come in.
Yeah, the evidence generally implicating them in some way is getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And their statements is a lot of the basis for that, I'll say.
I agree.
100%.
I agree. How are you able to talk in such detail about every so Frank is like, so Rick is on the side. Justin's driving, Dan's in the front, I'm in the back. Brian's on this side. His legs are out, like his detail to every little thing, naming the people, talking about Stacey Sheridan, talking about life, talking about her daughter. I just thought it was weird to do that whole video of him wearing that freedom shirt. And he went into such detail. I'm like, why are we doing that? I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
Especially when it's wrong. Like, literally like 3 days later, somebody else just says a random statement and it debunks half of what's said. It's
not only that. A week later, he's saying Vance Kirk ticket.
Oh God, that one.
America to be president. Man. These people are crazy.
Oh man, they obviously, whatever's happening behind the scenes is they're connected in some way high enough to where they feel like, it doesn't matter what they say or do, that nothing's ever going to come down upon them. I mean, it's the impression that I get.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Allegedly. Like they use a lot of Bible verses to get out of reality, I feel, anyways. And I think Eric is doing the same thing because God is sovereign, right?
Yeah, heaven will be crowded.
Right. Right on. So we're going to move on to so I'm just showing pictures. Like, look how close the water is to, the audio table was on the right. It should have been on the left. And everybody agreed. If you guys want to watch my UVU setup, you can go watch it. I did a live stream about that a while back about the setup. Come on, guys. There's water here.
And an interesting thing is, like, I have Terrell Farnsworth's job. I might have been, doing it longer than he is. And like, if I were to walk in here, and I stated this on that video, I would have flopped the tech table to the other side.
Yeah.
Right. And then what that would have done is it might have shifted the tent over a little bit, and that might have potentially taken away any shot from the roof. It would have been just a simple thing like that. Switch the side of the tech table, and that might have been able to take away that opportunity. Because from what I understand, the angle is actually a hard angle to get from where the proposed Tyler Robinson position was. It was a tight angle to get. So if it shifted over, say 3 feet, would that have taken away the shot? Maybe. We don't know.
Maybe, but we can see here in this photo, Greg, Terrell's taking down.
Yeah.
He's doing a no-no. Like we all know this already. He's stepping on Charlie's chair.
Yeah.
watching the camera. And look at this guy on the right. You know, he's protecting. He wasn't protecting Charlie before, but now he is. You know.
Yeah, Greg, that gentleman there, he's an undercover police officer.
Yeah.
He's actually got a gun in his hand right now.
Yeah.
The blue shirt guy, right?
Yeah.
He's a plainclothes officer. Yeah. I you know, and sat there and essentially facilitated what Terrell did here. You know,
Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed. 100%.
And not only, like Chris said this, he took 3 SD cards. He didn't just take one. He took the one over here by that tent pole.
There's the one on the ground right now. It's on the ground. It got knocked over.
Yeah, and there's 3 he took, and you can see in the videos. There's a whole bunch of different videos on it, but I'm not going to show it today. But we're just going to go through these pictures. Yeah, we all know what Terrell did, and he did a selfie. It was really weird.
Yeah, that's weird to me that he like goes from this alleged like hyper state where he's like, oh my god, they shot Charlie, and then like literally less than like a minute later, here he is. And I said it was about a minute or two later, he like appears back, and then he's like looking around and like and then takes the chair. It just a very strange turn of mood swings there, I guess you'd say, or state of mind for me. Yeah.
I wouldn't do that if someone passed away, or like we don't even know if he passed away. We don't know nothing.
At that point, nothing was known, right?
No.
Yeah. I just thought it was just bizarre how, like you just mentioned, Greg, like he's back there, he's doing that video, and then he walks out like he's just a normal technician trying to kill 15 minutes before lunch break. All of a sudden, there's no worry in his face. There's no urgency. He's like, oh, when's my union break coming up? He's just slowly walking around. That whole persona is just bizarre.
And that's why we did a video about it, because Chris is he's been on the Beast Games. He's done a lot of camera shoots, so he does camera, audio, and all that stuff. And obviously much bigger than what we see here. But look, these guys that are doing this, they've done AmFest. They're not, they're not a joke. They should know how to run this. And they had so many problems. Oh my God, I can't hear the speakers. There was a lot of stuff going on. And we did a little video, a live stream on it about the gear, because they promoted their new gear. But for this event, they didn't bring that.
No, they did.
They didn't bring all of it.
Well, I think the way the breakdown was is they decided to upgrade both their packages. So they had their
I'll bring it up on stage as you're talking. Yeah,
their in-studio package they had, and then they also had a Prove Me Wrong package. They were switching from analog to digital, and that's good, right? But the digital solution they went with, it didn't give them really a lot of bells and whistles. It made them, it was pretty much, instead of an upgrade, it was more like a parallel switch, if that makes any sense, because they didn't gain a lot from going digital. And if you're going to go digital, you're supposed to get a lot of bells and whistles. And I went over the gear itself, and I was looking at the inputs and outputs and what they could do, and it wasn't a really huge change. The main change is that they could live stream from the new audio rig, but they could have live streamed from one of the laptops at any of the other events anyways.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was weird, him being brought in for this, especially since previously Philip had ran all the setups by himself. And when he got the gear, it's actually a lot easier to sort of set up. So why would you need to bring the boss in? That makes no sense to me at all.
So here in this one photo, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, so Terrell's the person you're saying was the boss over Philip, and so Terrell being there was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Candace mentioned that as well.
Yeah, he was never there. He was never at any events. She never seen him.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, very good information. Okay.
And on this table, I don't know if you can see it very clearly. He just has a laptop and what's it called? A little audio rig, is it?
Well, that's actually can't be seen there on the one table right there. You can see the battery chargers. It looks like he's got the Rode microphones there.
Battery packs.
Yeah, I actually don't see the audio rig there. I do see lots of cabling.
So
and that was the new setup, right? That's the one they did that
This
day.
is a U view, and the one in the corner, you can see he has a lot more. He has a monitor, he has a laptop, he has all this stuff, and they promoted this in August because I did my research, bringing all this gear to all the Prove Me Wrong events. And what I'm trying to say is for the UVU, now allegedly, they knew they were just going to be there for 20 minutes. All they brought was a laptop and that little thing that he's holding in his hand. That is it. And I don't know what that is. I have a better picture of it. Just give me a second.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that weird, Greg?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, and afterwards, when he's like, because he grabbed the camera too, right? He didn't just grab the SD cards from behind, like he grabbed the whole camera too and took it with him. And it's just like, oh man, yeah. There are a lot of
here. So, okay. So there's just the photo in the middle is some of the stuff that they were going to be bringing, saying, we switched to 4K. This was like in August. Okay. Our cats are meowing like crazy. Sorry. So sorry. When we don't give them attention, they start crying.
Yeah, I get it.
But okay, so Chris can probably tell you what
on the right, Allie.
Yes.
What's that board? Because I remember you were the one that really first started focusing on that board. What is that again?
The middle one or the
one on the right? Yeah, that
on the right is the speaker. That's the speaker, and that there's like something we discussed this, and I think Baron talked about it too. So I found there's two girls, Lindsay and Wisha. Her name's Lacey. Lindsay and Lacey sent me a picture, and they're like, I think something's on the speaker, but it was a very blurry picture. And I said, okay, well, I'll go find. They're like, help me, Allie, and I'm like, okay, I'll help you. And I found the picture, and it's this one. So I found it. I go, guys, there's something on the speaker. And look, I looked at every Prove Me Wrong event before. There was this transmitter or whatever this is, it wasn't on the speaker. Okay. And Baron found out something new, that it wasn't even plugged in. The speaker itself wasn't plugged in. So what is this transmitter, Greg? What are your thoughts? Because we have our thoughts what it is, but right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe a switch or some type of device to activate something that isn't part of the normal course or equipment.
Yeah.
It's possible. The thing
allegedly.
The thing is, without actually being there on the day, we don't really know. So I just go over technically what could it possibly be doing that we know. Well, it could be sending signal from that speaker back to the laptop for a spare record.
Something simple. Yeah.
It could be sending signal to another speaker, potentially relaying the audio somewhere. It could be doing that. We did find a speaker that was all by itself at the merch table, but there was nothing there. So there was no receiver attached to that speaker to receive the signal. So that was bizarre. So if it was doing that, there was no proof of it doing that. So then I figured, well, okay, that's the practical audio uses for it, right? But we can't confirm that's what it's doing, and the speaker's not plugged in, so it's weird. So I thought, what else could it do? So then I started doing some research about it, and I looked into old British theater and Broadway theater, and they started some of the very first transmitting packs and stuff like that. They were able to strip the audio components out of it and just use it as an RF trigger. So they could use it to turn lights on and off or special effects for theater performances. And that's where I thought, well, that's just freaking weird.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, it could be doing any one of these things now, but we just don't know. And there's no evidence to sort of prove one way or another what it was doing. So to this day, it sort of remains an anomaly.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense.
And here you can see
hold on, did you add something?
One other thing, you notice the cable is like fit to some form. It doesn't look like it's a normal cable that would just like lag over. Is it maybe there's a wire that's much thicker in there, and that's why it's kind of like bowed out? And if that's true, if
that picture, okay,
go back to that picture.
Yeah, look at it real quick, because it's not like normally if you just plugged it in, the wire would just kind of like zoom over and down, but like it looks like that is holding to some kind of form. And so might that indicate that the wire in there is thicker or a much larger grade than normally? Does that make sense? Or is it gotta never mind. I'm looking at it weird, y'all. I see where it is now. I was mistaken, but it looks like
it's okay.
It's going up and down.
So there's like the one from the pack that goes into the small port.
I can bring
on
it
the
up.
Bottom.
I'll bring it up.
And then the main audio cable going to the speaker then goes above it. So it does look a little weird.
Okay.
But what you're seeing is there though, Greg. Like it's still bowing out a little bit. An XLR cable, for people who don't know, is really soft and pliable. It's not a stiffly shielded cable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be hanging like that. Actually,
okay.
Here, hold on. I've got one right here.
Yeah. So I just thought it was weird. I've watched all Charlie Kirk's Prove Me Wrong events. I've never seen this on a speaker. And I've looked at so many. If anybody can find one event that had this on there, show it to me, because I want an explanation for what this is. And it went on fire. I got a lot of tax for this.
Yeah.
You know, thankfully Barron said, you know, Allie brought this on, and great for Allie and the two girls, because this is suspicious. And this whole speaker wasn't plugged in. Why wasn't it plugged in, Greg?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think you can answer that.
it's just, we're just showing guys like some suspicious stuff on the day of UVU.
So this is just a cable. This is a regular XLR cable.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually hold it back over here so you can actually see it.
Well,
But
the people can't see it from there, babe.
well, I don't know what to do then. Then I got to run it right up here. So
yeah.
you can see it like this, right? Like it doesn't bow out, right? Let go, hon. Now watch. So if I let go, it's like pretty much hanging straight down, right?
Yeah.
So, and this is a standard XLR cable, and they're usually very pliable cables.
Yeah.
So you can bend them, you can sort of crunkle them up, like, you know, you know what I mean? Like, they're not stiff cables, and you know they come apart.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's sticking out like that is weird.
It's absurd.
It's just a weird,
And
little bit weird.
I want to know what it is, and I haven't got an answer from TPUSA or any audio guys, or nobody's answering me. What is this?
Well, they have answered, but the thing is because we're not there, there's no proof of anything.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'd like to know. I mean, like, was Charlie wearing the other part to this? Like, what is this? It's okay. So he was wearing a Rode mic, right? And obviously Rode mic there was one on Hunter where Hunter was speaking. There was two of those, and there has to be another little square receiver. So that can't be it. This can't be a part of that. And it has an antenna too. You see the antenna on it?
Yeah, I did on the right. Yeah.
Yeah. I did a whole like live about this, but yeah, I just wanted to bring it up to show you.
Yeah.
Some like it's interesting to
it really is. Again,
that just haven't been explained yet.
Just
not fully anyways, with evidence.
And it could be something simple like, oh, they could tell us what it really was, and then I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But the speaker wasn't plugged in is what Barron said, and he found that part, which I thought was very interesting. Hello, Debbie. Thank you so much. Dan and Rick Cutler reaction says it all. Yes.
I agree with you, Debbie. Those two individuals are their actions were very unusual on the day.
Well, they're not talking, right? And like I said, I'm going to do more about Rick, but he keeps hacking my phone, man. He keeps hacking my phone. I got to use two side phones.
Not Rick specifically. For people who don't know, when Allie ever goes to try to do research about him, when she clicks on links about him, her phone gets attacked by a virus.
Yeah.
And I like Debbie's comment because it's funny because, you know, they sort of threw Brian Harpole to the wolves on Sean Ryan, and he's not the head of security. All Brian is the contracted security hired by TPUSA that Dan oversees. And everybody keeps trying to call Brian the head of security. He's not.
He's not.
He's not.
Dan is.
He's the hired contractor.
Who's Brian? Look, go look at the Schaefer group. Go research them. Go look at all the stuff that they've done. Right.
For just so people know, the Schaefer group was the security company that Dan and Brian worked for before they started Integrity Solutions.
Yeah, we're not saying anything bad about Schaefer. Actually, he trained those guys really well. So they left and infiltrated into. And Brian Harpole said a lot of things wrong on his interview with Sean Ryan. He said, "I was with Charlie for these many years." No, you were not. You made your own company with Dan. Dan made it, and it's called Integrity Solutions. And that was in 2023. He said he was with. Anyways, his time frame on when he knew Charlie and when he did security for Charlie, didn't collaborate because he was with Schaefer Group. So he did stuff for Schaefer Group, is what I was trying to get at. But moving on, we'll go to the next. Let's see what else I got here.
Thanks for that comment, Debbie.
Yeah. So we can talk about, so this UVU thing, I did the setup there. Me and Chris it's a live stream we did. It was really great.
Yeah.
We did a really good live stream on that, babe. It's like at 14K. So it was really well done.
Good. That's good for people who, at that point, I think we had like 10 followers or something. I don't even know.
Second live, Greg. So, you never know which live stream's going to do well.
You don't. Yeah, you don't. That's true.
Okay. I would love for you to tell me what you think of this, Greg. Okay. So obviously for me, I know you have your own theory. We all have our own theories, right? I have this because I was electrocuted, right? I believe a couple things happened to Charlie. He's not with us. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. But I'm looking at the right side picture there. Do you see that girl with her foot up on the? I know it's a girl, but you can't really see her. But her foot's up on the curb there. You see that?
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it.
There's wires and they're going into the ground. Do you see that from the wall, from the pillar?
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, and at her foot, I don't know if you want me to bring it up more clearer. At her foot, do you see the black tarp?
Yes.
And the grass in the black tarp? So this is what I found. Now, of course, I got attacked for this too. But anyways, I'm finding things that are suspicious for me. For me, this is suspicious. Is it grass, real grass, rolled up on top of a black tarp? Or because we know that the grass that was around Charlie looked really luscious and green and thick and long, hasn't been cut. When I looked up on UVU, they cut it every week. So, yeah. So I'm very suspicious of why they put wires in the grass, wires under grass. I don't know. I don't know where the wires are going. As you can see from the pillar wall, that's the main bulkhead cable wall where they do all the power.
Okay.
There is that one wire going right into the ground. Do you see that?
It looks like a tarp. It almost looks like they put like a tarp down and put the sod like on top of it or something.
Yeah, that's not safe. And just
why would you do that? Period. Right? Like, was this grass like laid down for this event or something? I mean, and then we think about the cover up. 5 days later, like, was all that like very much pre-planned, and then there was something going up under there?
Wow. You just said it. Like, I guess somebody else told me too when I did a live stream about this. They could have just took that tarp and rolled it up and then started paving over. So anything that was in the grass was, just easily cleaned up.
Like a spill mat. You know what I mean? Like
like if you're a painter.
Yeah.
Like a drop sheet.
Yeah, because it's clearly there that. Am I wrong? There is a black tarp there where her foot is. And now if we look further, now that's what I do when I look at things. Obviously, it's a screen grab from a video, okay? When Charlie was coming in. And her foot's there, but beyond her foot, there's water. There's water, and it really gets me upset and gives me a little bit of PTS. Because there's water near cords and near outlets. Why? Why is there water there? Like, just, I'm just pointing it out. Yeah. I don't know. The water was wet. People had water bottles. They spill it. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing in that tunnel. First of all, he's an audio guy. Nobody should be in the tunnel.
Yeah.
He should be there.
Well, it's hard to say because of what this location is, right?
Yeah.
The bottom line is once you set everything up, the tech guys go leave somewhere.
They go.
Right. So like, if this was scheduled to be whatever, a 2 or 3 hour event, and if I was a part of the setup team, I'd go in and set up, and then I'd be given a 3 hour break. Yeah. Or if I was the supervisor of this, once we got everything set up, right, I'd say, all right, well, you guys who helped carry stuff in, take off for 2 hours. Yeah. And then if I need you beforehand, I'll give you a call and tell you to come back sooner if we finish up sooner.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they just don't do that. Like, I don't know, maybe it's not long enough. Maybe they just want their guys sitting there around.
And then the bulkhead cable's off the wall. So that's another thing.
Well, that's just so
Am I saying it wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
Just so that it's what it would be the power bulkhead that they were repairing. Because at the time, you have a picture where you see they actually have the power I guess bulkheads there. We have a picture with one of them on the ground before
Do you see that there
people
on the
showed
ground?
up. And
I highlighted it in red there. It's a circle. It's off the wall. It was on the wall. Now it's on the ground.
It looks yellow. It has like a yellow.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That should be the actual power block. We thought maybe they were upgrading those with GFIs or something, like, because they should have GFIs, right, being outside. But if they're not, then maybe that's why they ripped them all down, and maybe they were giving them an upgrade. We don't know.
Right.
And we can't find paperwork about why they were messing with all that.
If we can zoom this up a little bit clearer, I don't know if you can see it now. Now you can probably see it a little bit better. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, Greg. You can see that the wire's going into the ground. You see that?
Yeah, I see.
Where's it going? Why? I don't know. All these things are just absurd, right? So moving on. I don't know what you think of that.
No, I mean, so you're saying that was kind of like the main power cord is what we're looking at, you believe, for the audio?
Well, yeah, that is the main that pillar there is the main power source for all their cables.
Yeah, it appears that that's the only power drop there. So if you were needing power, you would have to run your power cables back to that area.
Yep.
Because you can see a couple that actually go up, looks like they go up the tent almost, like you can see stuff there. It's weird.
They go up to the back because he had the back camera, the one that one that Terrell took down. So that where it comes down, it goes where this I don't know what this breathing apparatus thing is here, whatever that is.
Breathing apparatus.
What is that? It's like a little
it was some kind of pipe or something coming out of the ground, huh?
It's a pipe. I think it's for I thought it was for to let the air out, or to not have like the moisture or whatever.
Is there an underground walkway there?
There is stuff underground there, and who knows what's under there, because there was
isn't there like a service or like for the sprinklers or something? They had a access point where Charlie was.
Well, and I thought there was also the water control systems for like the
water features,
the waterfall, and I think there was some kind of regulatory system there. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I remember too. And again, it's been a while, but I thought that's what I also remembered.
And also, you can see beside that, whatever that pipe is, there is the tents are all up on top of rubber stools.
Okay.
All the legs of the tents.
Oh wow.
I don't know if I have a picture of it. I don't think I downloaded it, but all the pegs of the tent are up on this stool. So you see right beside that pipe.
Yeah.
That black thing. All of the stools, all of the tent legs are on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just originally we thought, because we actually talked about that like 2 months ago, and it actually looked like they were holding the legs down. And we actually talked with Baron about it. And he's like, I think they're weights to hold the legs down. And we're like, okay, so we blew it off, right? And didn't bother talking about it again, because it almost looked like there was an LED light panel, and I thought that was going to be weird.
Yeah.
But,
we're trying to figure out what it was, and why are you elevating the tent?
Yeah.
Why are you putting it on plastic stools? It's so weird. All in his life and history doing camera and TV, he's never seen anything like that in his life.
Well, we've never we don't do it like that. Like, I don't get how a company with hundreds of millions of dollars buys, because we posted what those things were on X, and in that thread, everybody immediately got back with where you could buy them, exactly what they were, people were using them. So just these little plastic stools.
Okay.
So if you were to do this and you have your talent under the tent, you would build something a little bit more secure. Like, you'd build like a little wooden riser, a 2x2 or something for each leg, and then you would nail it down or something.
You can kind of see it here. There's over here, there's the plastic stools on every single I posted it on my X, by the way. So go on my X and look at it because I have really good pictures. I just didn't bring it up today.
Okay.
On every single leg of this tent is up on a plastic, which would ground it. And I'm talking about electricity here, and I'm talking about look at the water, how close the water is. There's no rubber mats and all that stuff. So we're just going through Charlie Kirk photos.
Yeah, and if you want to leave that up,
yeah,
like through that thread when we were talking about like those little stools, right?
Yeah.
A couple of people actually brought up that it would actually make sense to raise the tent up a little bit. So Charlie's visibility to the back of the crowd would be good. And that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But then they raised Charlie up like 2.5 feet, which then kills all that visibility.
So you're raising, look at all the other people with umbrellas. Somebody was talking about red umbrellas, but look at these 2 yellow umbrellas. But anyhow, my brain's going all over the place.
You're getting sidetracked, baby.
Sorry. See, I noticed things in the background. So you're gonna raise the tent and you're gonna raise the talent too. What's going on here?
Like if you're gonna raise the tent so the people in the back can get a better eye line, you don't. Yeah, it's just weird. Another random anomaly that just has no explanation on it.
Any add-ins on this, Greg?
No, and I'm looking at the more detailed picture that you're on your X right now. No, y'all go ahead.
You seen it? Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like it's just a plastic stool, and like people on that thread, like they posted places you could buy it at Walmart or Costco or whatever. A couple people used them for painting, and so it's like it's a cheap plastic thing, and I'm just like, okay, you got $100 million company. Pay a carpenter to build you some proper rides.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, take a weekend out, you know, give the guy $2,000, give him some lumber, and, you know, let him go at it and make you some stuff properly, you know?
Yep. So also this photo, I just put it in this one. I don't know if you could see that, Greg. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. No, keep going. You're good.
So this I brought up on another live stream. It's just showing like the grass, and there's a lump there, and I don't know where the wires are going. And what is this? Is this a fake turf? Is this a real turf rolled out? It's just a picture I wanted to show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that too. No, it looks like there's cords or something running up under there. And, you know, when we think about that in the context of that black, look like a black liner, you know, I could see, you know, putting cords and then putting the sod over it. But you say, you know, well, why would you do that?
I mean, like, that's not safe anyways, right? To be stepping on cords, putting pressure into the cords, that's moisture. And if the ground is wet, you would have like electrical problems. That's just me.
So if I may weigh in,
yes.
Allie and I have a little bit of a difference of opinion on that. So I don't think it's all like, I don't think it's all sod. I think there is pieces of grass, or the whole lawn is actually there.
Okay.
And I think they threw just a couple pieces over just to help hide the cables, because they actually didn't bring any cable mats.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That's the normal par for the course, or cable mats, from my understanding, is how you
absolutely
deal with that issue normally.
Yeah.
So I figure that's just what they did, right? So like I looked at we looked at pictures of the grass before and after the event. It's actually weird that they let the grass grow that long. It's never that long. It's always cut and clean and nice.
Yeah.
So that makes me think that, you know, maybe they let it go for a little bit because they knew they were going to get trampled because of the people. And they just decided to throw little bits of turf just to cover the cables up. And to comment on what Ali said about, you know, it being a hazard, that all depends upon the cables. So if you're using proper industrial cables, they're shielded for all that. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But if, you know, what did you do? Where'd you buy your cables? So if you got industry standard cables, you're fine. But what did you do? Go get an aftermarket China cable, or you know what I mean? Then it may not be good. Maybe it doesn't have the shielding.
Right. Debbie says, I firmly believe that our friends overseas had part of in the
I saw that.
Okay. Witnesses said they saw McVeigh with another person identified in the Middle East. Wow, very interesting. And then they took the building down in 3 days. Yeah, I believe you too, Debbie. And thanks for being my mod today.
Yeah, I've actually heard that exact theory before. So I wonder if Debbie and I heard it from the the same person or the same connection,
Yeah.
because I've heard that exact thing before.
I have heard that. Yeah. So
It would make sense to me, like knowing what we know about that incident.
Yeah.
I'd buy that. Like,
Yep. So moving on, I'm going to go to, I think I could play this video. It's just showing tampering with evidence, basically.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Allegedly.
You can't show it.
All right. I mean, I think this is on UV Review or Adam, what's his name?
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. Yeah. Life is Driving.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had.
This way. Let's go that way. Hey.
Yeah, this right here where he grabs that mic.
Oh, look. That's so weird. He tried to talk into it. That's on the table.
He's worried about it being hot. He didn't want anybody to hear, I guess, what they've assumed that they'd be talking about it there is the way I take it.
I don't know what he's doing, but I just thought that was very weird. No gloves, nothing.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. A crime scene like that, you're not supposed to touch anything, one, but two, what I read in the DOJ manual and other videos is like, especially with electronics, don't turn them on, don't turn them off. Let the crime scene technician come, assess where they're at, and make sure that it's done in a way that preserves whatever digital evidence could be there. And with the microphone too, it's like, if that's, especially if it's the one Charlie was holding, like what? No, you're not supposed to be touching that. It's so bizarre to me.
Gloves. I mean, you know, he's a law enforcement officer. He should know this. How come I know it? You know, and you know it. We all know it. And, you know, everybody's just touching stuff and taking cameras down, touching mics. I mean, this is ridiculous. And then we don't know where his actual road mic is. We don't know where the necklace is, obviously with Erica, but
allegedly.
Is
that even the same one?
Is it? We don't know. They came back, they were looking in the grass. I mean, I don't know. Everything is, I did an article. I did a X article and a video about the necklace, and two articles saying that Frank Turk found it in the ground in the SUV, and then the other article said that Erica called him frantically trying to find out where the necklace was. And it's just two different articles saying two different things. And yeah, it was just odd, right, babe? That necklace in general.
We got two very interesting comments that
sure.
I don't know where you are in the comments, but Rick 2215.
Yep.
I think he thinks that was the mic that was Hunter Kozak's mic.
Okay. That's probably correct, just based on where it's at. And I think we don't see anything in the microphone stand either, if that's the one that they were using for questions in front of the tent.
Yeah.
If that is, then obviously it probably is, right? Because we don't see.
It probably is, because I know he jumped. The Blake guy jumped over the table.
Oh yeah.
And something fell. I guess the microphone where Charlie would have fell on the floor behind the tent, probably, right? So. That's where it would be.
Yeah, and I don't. You know, and the guys were too busy doing those 3,600 handoffs to after the fact to pick up the mic and put it back on the table. I can't even count how many handoffs there was. Like I lost track after 10.
I just saw baking a cake behind there. I didn't know
nothing to see here.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
As they're carrying him off, I don't see anything securing a wound. Even
hold on, I didn't see anything. Everything's good, everybody. Everything's good.
It's crazy. This is crazy.
I think I spotted a handoff after Farnsworth gets the first SD cards from the top. It looks like behind the tent, again, it's just my impression, allegedly, it looks like he hands them off to the guy with the 1776 hat, and he jets off. It just looks very suspicious. I don't know that's what happened, but it looks like, you know.
Well, was that, hold on, honey, Greg, was that Philip? Sorry, baby. Is that Philip?
I think the 1776. His partner. His partner, I guess you'd say. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we pointed out a couple of things in our UVU2 live stream. Even the gentleman in the green hat that was doing the camera.
The guy who is
beside Terrell.
Yeah. So Charlie's back left.
Yeah, the other camera guy.
Yeah.
Before the shot goes out, he toggles the camera He like does something to the camera, like, and Terrell taps his shoulder. He goes, "Okay, it's time," and he toggles the camera and he takes off. Watch that too. It's
the chain of events is unusual. So you have, just to put a little more details in there. So you have Philip and Terrell behind the table. The camera operator is operating, right? So he would have the close up of the speaker, assuming, right? Like you watch all the UVU stuff, he's got a close up. He's not on a wide shot. He's like this on roughly, right? Maybe waist up. So you know that's what the framing of the camera is. He steps away from the camera, like Ali just said.
Yeah.
There's an interaction between him and Terrell, and then it happens. So he's away from his camera, but before he runs away, he goes up, and I know the configuration of the camera because they zoomed in and looked on the controls. He touches the handle with the zoom control
slightly,
and then runs away.
Oh,
He's away first. You hear the pop, then he adjusts the camera and then runs away. And I'm like, what the heck? Why was he doing that? Was he zooming the camera out? Was he zooming it in? Why did he go to the camera instead of running? Like any normal person might have done, or duck.
You would just run. You wouldn't just go. Terrell touched him, the camera guy, and then he goes, "Oh, okay." And and like, who does that when you see somebody fall over like that? I don't know. It's just oddities that we've seen. So here's your here, Greg.
Hold on. What? Did you have anything to sort of say on that? I know it's hard because we don't have an actual picture or video to show that interaction. And it's just what we're saying. But did you have a thought on that? Or would it be something that you would need to see a picture or a video of? Because I could completely understand that.
Yeah, I mean, to comment a little bit, I mean, further on it, but just to say that, I've obviously been looking at Terrell in their conduct post-incident and with the SD cards, and just that fits within the suspiciousness of all of their conduct occurring both before and after this incident occurred. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. Okay. So it's on my X somewhere. I posted that video clip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhere there. Down.
Yeah, you may have to doom scroll a bit.
Yeah.
But it is
Terrell
there.
and that guy. Okay. Which I haven't identified who he was. He is a camera guy, and he did Amfest and stuff like that. I just don't know what his name is. Okay. What is this? This is okay. So this picture on the left is of them carrying Charlie out. Obviously, I can't show videos or pictures, guys, because we know what YouTube is going to do, allegedly. So this picture here, obviously, the pink is whited out. I put pink there because there is juice there, or a hand or something. I can't remember.
There was some red covered flesh.
There was something there. This is Charlie's pants. Everybody can go look up at that picture of them carrying Charlie to the SUV. Charles McClintock has the photo out there on his website. Go check it out. I just zoomed into the picture, and okay, so we can see clearly that that's not stitching.
Well, it's something.
It's something, but I don't know what it is yet. And stitching would be there's a seam here. I don't know if it'll show hopefully it'll show when I'm touching the screen here. Do you see that, Greg? This green?
Yeah, I can. Yep.
Okay, good. So this seam, this is ISO. I know how to sew. So threading in this picture that I'm showing you will be very, very thin. Now we come down to here. This obviously you can see it going in in his pant material, out, going in, and then back out again. And it's not thread, because thread would be much thinner and much smaller. This seems to be, I don't know, I haven't identified it yet, but it looks very suspicious. I don't know what it is. Right?
Yeah.
It's not thread.
Could it be like a thicker thread or
no
yarn or something?
Absolutely not. I will not take that. No, I will not. This
not
is thread.
acceptable.
This is thread, and this is heavy stitching. This is stitching in the side of his pant.
Yeah, that looks like it would have been professionally done from a machine.
Well, this is a little bit bigger, babe. Smaller than a phone cord. Like it would be like how do I explain it? Like the size of a paper clip. Paper clip, Greg.
Yeah,
but not a paper clip, but that thickness of a paper clip.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Oh wow. Okay.
It can't be thread. It can't be.
I wonder what
is this?
Yeah.
So I found that in his
another abnormality, because I really don't like, if we're not thinking that's thread, then I have no idea.
What do you guys in the chat think it is? Like, you tell me what you think.
Seems
it is.
love and compassion seems to say it's reflecting the light, and then they goes, "Are my eyes deceiving me?" Yeah, it looks like it might be, just to me now that I'm looking at it. It looked like it could be metallic, reflecting light a little bit.
Well, it's going in the here. I'll bring it up closer.
Well, it could be, like, if you're saying it's not thread and you think it's steel, right?
Bring it up closer, because it's actually going through the material. It's going through the material, out, back in the material, back out again, like it's almost broken.
It looks like it's causing a bit of a bulge too, a little bit. So that's another thing that makes me think it's solid, maybe metal of some type.
I wonder if it's like a wire.
I think it's some kind of wire embedded in. Yeah. I don't know.
Bizarre.
I don't know, guys.
Another bizarre
Allegedly wiring in his pants.
What part of the pants? Do you know what part of the pants that is?
So when they're carrying him, I don't know if I can bring it because I might get striked if I show it.
But yeah, that's fine. You don't have to. I was just curious.
I'll DM you.
Okay, that's fine.
Because you can see right where this pink is. There's juice there, and I can't show. But people can
okay,
and go find it. Yeah, if they want to.
Okay.
You
that's fair.
Yeah. So, okay. So let me fix this first because I wanted to show the next part over here, the middle one. You can clearly see that's his neck.
Yeah.
Do you see that, Greg?
Yeah. That's a very weird bulge, man.
It's for me. I don't know if a gunshot would do that. I don't know if a bullet would do that. Sorry, a bullet would do that. I think, I don't know if a shape charge will do that. I don't know. All I know is electricity will do that. I don't know what would do this to his neck.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just something for you guys to look at because this is really weird. Let's just say that he had he went into this because that's my theory. He went into this to fake it, but they killed him anyways. If he had some kind of prosthetic in his neck and electricity got there, that would have went in his neck.
I'm almost seeing like a little tube or something that's like going up kind of behind his ear too. Do you see that? Like and it's flesh colored, it looks, but it looks like something. Yeah.
Let me bring it up bigger. There we go. That's probably better. Move this guy.
Like, are you thinking in the middle of it, Greg? Like it almost looks like a vein or something?
Yeah, it's like, and it's almost takes the same shape as I guess that's the necklace coming off, but like, yeah, just right behind his ear where his hairline is.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, it looks like a flesh colored tube or something to me.
Yeah. Isn't this weird?
Yeah.
And obviously, you guys can see this video. It's probably all over the internet. I can't play the video, but if you freeze frame it, this is a freeze frame from that video. Obviously, you can see Rick Cutler at the same time.
Yeah.
Simultaneously, something happens. I know Rick Cutler has to be involved in somehow, allegedly. Oh, Debbie. Is it Debbie? No, Debbie. What did she say? The camera girl not taking pictures of Charlie. She's taking pictures of the people in the crowd and then some kind of motion towards Rick Cutler. Yeah.
Yeah. So the photographer she's talking about is the black lady who's by Terrell and Philip.
Yeah.
And she's looks like she was taking video from her phone and she had like an ID, like a press badge.
I think she's from UVU.
Yeah, and that's who Debbie's talking about.
Yeah.
And we've actually been trying to figure out who she is. We actually still don't know that girl's name.
I believe Muppet Master on X has found her, and we just don't know 1000% it's her. Does that make sense?
Because the reason why it does make sense, 100%. And the reason why she's important is because she was right by the SUV when they loaded
Charlie
in.
Oh, thank you so much, Tornado Alley 5. I think I follow you on X, I think.
I'm gonna chime in real quick. I'm gonna take a 1.5 minute bathroom break, but y'all keep going.
Go for it.
Y'all
Go
keep
for it.
going. I'm gonna cut the camera. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be
It's
right
a
back.
long live, eh? Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I want to be more like relaxed. Let me.
Yeah, go.
It's okay.
I'll be right back.
I'll read comments until you come back. Okay.
All right. So Tornado Alley, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey guys, happy Sunday. Are there any pics from the event setup where students on the grounds prior to the event and maybe took pics, or was it blocked off? That's actually an outstanding question, because there's no, it's weird. Like when we try to find pictures of them actually setting up the tent and the gear, I haven't been able to find any. Like there's the pictures that we found. It's just when the tent is already set up, and then there's just like students coming.
Yeah.
And I have always wanted to see anything of them actually setting up, and I haven't been able to find it. I've asked, nobody's ever sent me anything. So
I mean, I could ask Henry. I did interview him. Henry Dell's the one that was there an hour before, and he was the first speaker. I could ask him, because he was there. I mean, I could ask the girl that sent me the Google Drive. Actually, I do have stuff. Actually, Tornado Alley. I do. Is your name Alley? I don't know what your name is. Twinning if your name's Alley.
she is.
Okay.
She's in your emails too.
Oh, she is. Oh, that's the one.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be that lady.
Okay. You know what? I do have it, but I haven't shared it. It does show a lot of drone stuff in the beginning, and so I have a lot of videos, if that makes sense, of what you're talking about. I do.
No, well, no,
not blocked off though.
No. I think she's meaning.
I don't know. Where students were on the grounds prior to event.
Yeah, they were.
But they were already in the courtyard.
Yeah.
They weren't over there. Does that make sense? I do have. There was a girl that sent me stuff, and she said her phone was getting hacked and stuff. She couldn't even post anything, and she sent me the Google Drive, and then I haven't heard from her since. So I don't know what's going on with these people that were at the event. They're not talking.
Here, just a note from Love and Compassion 1. Apparently, he did identify that woman who was taking pictures. So we should DM Muppet and talk to him later.
Okay.
Another note for you, Desiree, lovely Desiree.
Oh yes, hello.
She's got a tip for you.
No.
Yep, that's a big one.
Oh my God, DM me.
That's
DM
a big one. We've been looking for that for quite a while now.
We found him, but he actually is non-existent. So
well, I want to see what Des has. I want to see what Des has on this guy.
I mean, I've been working with her. She's great. Go check her out, her X and her YouTube. She is phenomenal. I just think she does incredible work. I see her everywhere. Totally underrated. She has a lot of great work out. So me and her are the ones that did the 2 articles about the necklace. So
yeah,
I had one article, she had one, and I posted on my X. So she's doing great stuff. Everybody's doing great stuff out here.
And
it's been great.
Yeah, everybody's doing like amazing investigations. They're finding stuff, Greg. Like it's just
yeah.
And by the way, if you just came, Desiree, Greg, introduce yourself a little bit. Do another rundown because people just join again. And come out
and we're 2 hours in now. So yeah, maybe a little
intro again,
a little refresher of who our guests.
Yes.
Yeah, Greg Lake. I'm a trial and appellate lawyer. I specialize in civil rights, but I have the Entheogenic Esquire YouTube channel. I'm also on X, Entheo ESQ. But yeah, come give me a subscribe. But I'm obviously jumping into this, trying to use my legal knowledge to the best of my ability to help people understand some of the legal issues. So like Terrell's taking of the evidence, Tyler Robinson's due process rights, and things of that nature. Really been digging into that, and obviously very grateful to be here today with Allie, who's an incredible researcher. Well, y'all's whole team, really. I guess y'all work together as a team in a lot of ways. Huh?
Yeah, a lot of people helping me too, like people like Desiree and Muppet Master, like so many people.
Yeah.
Ivan, there's so many people that just
Even
help
our
on this.
chat, like when
Yeah.
we do these lives, like
They email me.
like that's why you might always see me kind of looking like I'm staring at the ground. I'm not sad. I'm actually, I got an iPad here and I'm reading, trying to go through the chat, right? And I actually just noticed something.
I don't know, Debbie. I think that thing in his pants is something else. If that's what you're referring to.
Because it looks integrated into it, right? Like
it is stitched in. It's stitched in, but it's not thread. That's not thread.
Just a note from Hoaxing the World. Zero tree pattern for the electric. When did we get these?
I think she said she subscribed to you.
Oh, thank you, Desiree. Yeah. Very, very honored to have you. Yeah.
And we're gonna do something with Greg on. Sorry, babe. We're gonna do something with Greg on the 24th because I think there's gonna be hearing, right?
Yeah, online.
We'll go live. We'll go live on that. I think we'll do a great live stream if you want to. I think we discussed it. We'll talk again.
Well, we in the hang out after the show and talk a little bit.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get to that comment I was trying to read. So Hoaxing the World, zero tree pattern for electric. Not quite sure what that means, but when did we get these photos and videos? 2 weeks later, not on the day.
What? Where is that?
It's right there. So it's a little bit back, not that much back.
Okay.
But I actually wanted to bring that up because I actually, you went back too far, I think maybe. Right there.
Oh, thank you so much, babe.
Because I don't actually remember when the pictures and the videos actually did start coming out. And I'm trying to think back and I'm drawing a blank, man.
This particular one?
Well,
oh no, I know. I clearly remember.
When would it first like despite the random stuff we were trying to pick from students who are fighting getting their accounts blocked and images removed and all that crap on the day, when did the first big bunch of stuff just flood the internet? It was like, I know
it's right after the memorial. I know that, like, everybody's going wildfire. I'm sure it was before that. Other people were, but I was kind of like mourning his death. I wasn't really looking into anything suspicious, to be honest.
Yeah.
People were sending me stuff because I investigate other things. I wasn't doing this Charlie Kirk thing, and people were sending me stuff. I'm like, well, I don't know what you want me to look at, and I was kind of not believing what people were saying. Oh, you gotta look at this. Gotta look at this. This isn't right. And it was kind of like, well, I'm gonna watch the memorial, and I'm gonna go from there, because when I watched the memorial, I saw a lot of just weird. Frank did it for me in the memorial. Like, that was weird.
Yeah.
He said everybody's name. Go rewatch everybody. I've said this 1,000 times, and it's weird that Candace said this. You got to go like the Serpent movie or documentary. Ever watch The Serpent? Go watch it. You do your investigation backwards. Go watch everything backwards. Now you go watch the memorial. It is screwed up. You hear Frank talking. It's just so weird, Greg. I'm like, what is he saying? You don't say that at a memorial. And Rob McCoy, you don't say what he said at a memorial. You just don't. And from what Candace said, he wasn't even his pastor. What did he say? With all of what the TPUS, they said TPUSA wouldn't succeed without Charlie Kirk's presence. They held the most numbers in all of history.
For their company.
For their company, without Charlie Kirk's presence. Look at what we did today. I'm like, of course, he's not here.
Yeah, that was pretty disgusting.
It was weird. It was just weird. The whole memorial was weird for me. And then I got a bad vibe. And then I looked into the videos, and then here I am.
All right. Wow. I'm going to rewind it back to a little bit. So we were just talking a little bit about just when the videos and stuff came out, and that same person that you have up there, Hoaxing, said they do remember when that stuff was actually coming out. They didn't say when, but they said they do remember.
Well, it was right away. I think people started like September 12th or 11th, but I didn't.
But I just remember the first day there was so much stuff getting blocked. So just so people understand, we have friends in Utah, and they were trying to post stuff to their social media, and it was all getting deleted. Their accounts got deleted. They had to create new accounts. They tried to repost Charlie stuff again. Then their accounts got wiped. So Allie reached out to them, just go, hey, you're in Utah. What's going on with this? And she's like, I'm so happy you called me, because my platforms are all getting wiped. They're deleting my stuff. I can't post anything. And I've got a few dozen items, pictures and videos. So Allie's like, well, send it to me. And she sent it to Allie, and then that's sort of.
And then I reached out to YouTubers because I had this, but I didn't have YouTube at the time. I didn't have X. I only joined X November, and I only joined YouTube in December. So I didn't have a platform to share what I found and what somebody gave me. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I'm seeing drones in the air. I'm seeing shady. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I go, this was completely orchestrated. This is crazy. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I don't know how did you start? How did you find this?
I was actually at my in-laws' house at the time whenever the Kirk incident happened. And, when I to be honest with you, I wasn't fully aware of Charlie Kirk before. And then so whenever my mother-in-law told me about it, I immediately started doing research and looking on YouTube and seeing about it. And what was it that really put me up? It was the George Zinn thing. So whenever people started talking about the George Zinn arrest and that he had stated that he was like paid to do it, that's when I started to perk up and say, okay, this is bizarre.
Right from day one. Yeah. Like when Kash Patel did all those tweets, we got the guy, we don't got the guy, we got another guy, we don't got the guy. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
That immediately told me that he was getting all his info from social media and not a single person under his supervision. Like,
exactly.
What are you doing? Doom scrolling X to find out about your investigation? Like, what's going on here, bro?
So moving on. So you could see from that last picture, he had cavitation in his neck and blah, blah, blah. From there, we're moving on to this picture is the aftermath. And as you can see right on the right-hand side, that's Mikey McCoy. He came back. So he's there. He's in the backpack. And you can't see
on the very right, like on the very far person.
Yes.
Okay.
He came back. And look at all the people in the tent there. What is going on here?
And this is an active crime scene.
Yeah.
Or anybody's been there to start doing forensics or anything. And people who ran away when it first happened now ran back.
Yeah.
And they're just hanging out like they're waiting for someone to bring them a martini. Like, what the heck is going on? Why are all these people there? Like, this whole thing was just a monstrosity from the beginning.
The answer. Okay, email it to me. I don't know. We have so much information. It's just like I've never seen a case so wide and open like this. It's crazy. I mean, some people are saying it came from a camera. Some people are saying it came from that van. Some people are saying it came from the back camera. Some people are saying it came from the side. Some people think it is a gunshot. Some people say it's not. People say it's a explosion in his chest or a shape charge or whatever. I think it's a trickery. I believe that's why this whole stream is about massage.
Yeah. It was by design in many ways, obviously. And I think that there's been further injection of uncertainty into it intentionally whenever it probably became pretty clear early on. Like the text, people just weren't buying it from day one. And so I've seen some efforts, I believe, to try and, fix or correct what the narrative is falling, the parts that are falling out, I guess.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Greg. I think there was a lot of sort of misdirection used in this whole thing, starting with all the
actors.
Well, we've got the patsies, we've got the actors, and it's like we seem to be collecting them by the dozen. Like,
what's this?
Yeah, like look at Billy Bob Joe here.
Look at that guy. Oh my God. Look at that dude.
Does he look like he belongs to a Walker Texas Ranger or something? I could see him beside Chuck Norris, man.
He's covering his badge and then he actually takes it off. Like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what he's doing. We know Hunter Kozak's dad. We're a producer for Jimmy Kimmel Show. We know that he did the, oh my God, like, he was acting.
Yeah, that's well documented now.
Yeah.
He's been caught rehearsing, and
I don't need to show that. We can just move on to the next one.
An interesting thing about Hunter, didn't he work for or with the Un-F America?
Yep, I've heard that. Yep.
I have it on my membership only.
I was literally just going to point that way. So if you guys know a creator
It's
called
my favorite.
Look at
Yeah. It's on my membership only, but it's a Destiny. Is it Destiny? Desert.
So she posted two links, and basically it's a creator called Destiny.
Yeah.
And he works for the Un-F America tour. So when this happened to Charlie live, somebody called him while he was live streaming and said, "Oh my God, he's done. We're in so much trouble."
Yeah.
While he was live, and he goes, I'll DM you.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
It was the girl. Her name was.
I have no idea who her name is, but very interesting.
Yeah. It's in my
members section.
Yeah.
You'll notice it. It'll be a Destiny Part 1 and a Destiny Part 2, and just that whole thing is weird. And the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because those people are connected with Hunter Kozak.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes things bizarre.
It's bizarre.
Very, very bizarre. Those videos are hard to find now.
He's
too.
still on the website, and I believe and I don't believe that there's a Discord anymore with the Destiny guy, the Un-F America. And I believe that he was on Piers Morgan or something. Anyways, there was a big backlash, and I think a lot of the videos got taken down. So, but I had it. I already recorded it. So it's in my membership only.
Yeah.
Obviously I can't share it here because it's bad. It's really bad.
Well, it suggests that certain people knew exactly what was happening and were really caught trying to cover it up on a live stream.
So we got Mr. Frank here, and I did many videos of him because he's just, he said so many weird things. Oh my God, I had to go see Charlie. And he's on his knees the whole time. He's on his knees and he takes off behind the tent. He said he was still on the phone with his family. I mean, everything is weird. His whole take on everything that happened. I don't know what he's doing, but that's what he was doing there. There you go.
What's your take on Frank's behavior in general, Greg? Like you've seen enough footage of Frank by now, right? Well, what's your take on his actions?
He seems delusional to me. I mean, it's weird because it's like, obviously all of us have been examining all of this, and we're like, dude, like you look very, very involved and guilty. I mean, allegedly, in my opinion, right? And so hearing them speak further, in my view, they're just digging a deeper hole for themselves. And I'm just like, there's a disconnect, and really concerning because it's like he should have an attorney. He should say, everything go through my attorney.
Don't talk.
But he's not. So he obviously there's some sense of security there. It just, in my opinion, that is concerning to me. Why he would feel so secure in.
What do you think that is? Okay, first of all, I know I have more pictures of this. I'm not going to share everything today, but we could probably do another live stream. But there's a fan here, and not only one, there was two. And obviously, his chair that he was sitting on didn't have any rubber stoppers. He was sitting on a chair on a metal table with metal legs. And his feet were on top of water bottles, just so everybody knows. No grounding. Current goes through him. He's wearing a necklace.
If that's how he went.
2 seconds, I'm going to tell you, you can get electrocuted and die. Okay? I mean, it's been proven. It's happened, depending on the voltage. Now, what is this fan? What do you think the fan was for? Because there was 2 of them. One fell on the floor.
I don't know. I think that was somebody just making a real dumb mistake. I don't know. I personally don't think there's anything nefarious with the fans. I'm like, whoever bought those, like, how is that supposed to keep Charlie or Dan cool?
Yeah.
Was it 80 degrees that day in Utah?
Why I'm saying
I was about to say, was it even that hot in Utah?
I mean, that's why it's suspicious to me, because what's the purpose of it? They had 2 of them, and they're microscopic. And I saw Dan Flood touch it so many times. He's like touching it and moving it this way and then moving it that way. I'm like, what is he doing? Anyways.
Battery powered? I don't see a cord.
No, it's wireless.
That's a good point too. So it is. Yeah, there's definitely no cord there.
It's wireless. I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre, man.
It's a speaker. What? For what? For what though?
Well, I could tell you.
A fan for Dan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Rick's one of my subscribers too.
Is it fanning his undercarriage? Because he was standing on that. So what's it fanning? His
Well,
like.
If it's a fan, I don't think it was doing much. However, if it's a speaker, then it actually has a purpose.
A speaker.
Yeah, because
a speaker pretending to be a fan.
Well, I don't know about that, but
allegedly.
I'm just saying a fan wouldn't really have much of a purpose. A speaker right there would allow Dan Flood standing there to hear what's going on. It allows him to hear the conversation between Charlie and the speaker, because what the audio guys could do is pump that mix into that speaker, if it's a speaker, because we don't know.
We don't know.
But I'm just going off. Assume it's a speaker for now.
I mean, like it's
right?
this tiny.
Doesn't matter. We've seen the size of, we got a Bluetooth speaker the size of my coffee mug upstairs. So assume it's a speaker.
Yeah.
They would be sending the audio mix so that Dan could hear it, so that Dan would know what was going on if it's a speaker.
Possibly. I just think it's suspicious, and that's why I want to show you, Greg, like all the suspicious things. Right?
Yeah, no, that is. I mean, I don't know what the utility of that would have been.
Wireless.
Yeah, like the only thing as a fan, I'm like, I don't know why it's there. A speaker.
Yeah.
Okay, like that maybe, but from one shot or video that we noticed from what Ali had is when the table got knocked up, you can actually see a full-size speaker under the table.
Yeah.
And that's how Charlie is hearing everybody. So considering Dan's 2 feet away, I think he'd be able to hear that same audio that Charlie's hearing. But if not, then maybe you'd give him a smaller speaker. But then I'm also wondering, him being a big guy on this raised platform, is he even hearing the audio from that with the crowd?
It could be possible. Like, that's really good. Thanks, Desiree. I'm gonna look into that. Like, looks like a fan, but
yeah, I kind of agree with what Des said. A fan seems counterproductive, and I kind of agree with that. So
we're almost gonna be winding down now. I'm almost done our. Thank you so much for everybody joining.
Yeah, thank y'all very much. Very, very grateful for everybody here and y'all.
Yeah, and check out Greg. Say where we can find you again.
The Entheogenic, and you can look at my name tag here. The Entheogenic Esquire is the name of my YouTube channel, and then you can find me all my other links there. So yeah, and all the love, much appreciated. I'm nearing the monetization level. So any subscribers are very helpful and very appreciative. So thank y'all. Yeah, thank you.
That's amazing.
Yep.
And I met him through like one of the comments on Danks, which I'm going to show now. And I'll put Greg's information in description so you can like find him there quicker. Yeah. You can actually go now, and I think it's already there. But I'm going to show a little bit. I'm going to always end off with Pastor Sunday, and you can give me your little rundown before I play the Pastor Sunday of what you think about the pastors, Greg. But first I'll play Dankster's. It has no audio. It's just his your pastors don't even know they're feeding your propaganda.
Yeah. So this was off an episode that Danks did a little while ago, and I've watched it was actually 2 episodes, and I watched them both. So basically this is about the information web, how data gets harvested, distributed, taken, and how they can do it without your knowledge through congregations. And so it was very interesting. And he also touched on how AI could be manipulated to feed pastors wrong information to speak to their congregations. So they could be potentially,
It's just this. It just shows it starts with geofence around your church. Your phone gets tagged just for sitting in the pew. The data trains on AI. And he has this little video here. Go check it out on his ex, Dankster Intel.
Dankster
Intel.
He's done a lot of really good work on that kind of stuff. If you're not following him, go follow and subscribe. Same thing. If you're not following Greg, go follow and subscribe to Greg.
Yeah.
If you're into the technology stuff, Ivan is doing some great work on that as well. Go follow Ivan as Ivan. If you didn't get a chance to see Dom's video today,
check her out.
She went live just before we did, so we
had to help her.
So we didn't get a chance to watch her full video. But if you didn't get to see her video, hop over to I Don't Give a Dom's YouTube page afterwards and subscribe and watch her videos.
And Desiree just says thanks, Greg, for joining Ali. Yeah, I think this is a great collab, and we're going to do it again.
I love it.
Give me his legal expertise. He's also going to give me his pastor expertise right now because I want to know. Oh, we got to do a pastor thing together. We got it. I just want to know your feelings about like exactly what Dank said. Like all of these pastors are ex-military and everything is geofenced and everything is filtrated. I don't know if it's mind manipulation. I don't know what it is, but they're all now saying the same things. All of these pastors are saying the same thing. I've shown it to you guys. I've actually shown it. I've shown you Charles Highwalk. I've shown you Rob McCoy. I've shown you Jack Hibbs. And I've shown you Amir. I've shown you, there's another one. I forgot what his name is. Candace knows him. They're all saying the same things, right?
It's like
we are not going to get into.
Yeah, they got the same script, which is not really a Christian script. So it's bizarre.
So what's your take on that?
You know, and this kind of came to me the other night. I was watching one of your streams, I think about Jack Hibbs. And, you know, I had been looking into Turning Point Faith, how it came about, what it was, et cetera, et cetera. And obviously it was between Charlie and McCoy in 2021. Well, at least with Jack Hibbs, I noticed the other day that like he took over his congregation in 2021. And so I started to wonder, again, it's just me kind of speculating, like, you know, was Turning Point Faith from the start this kind of government psyop with Christian nationalists and Zionists in the churches, and they put these military guys, which I would presume are probably experts in psyops, to kind of lead the charge at these various congregations in order to really closely monitor and control that Christian nationalist Zionist narrative, really for the benefit of the massage people. Ultimately, that's my take right now, at least.
Which our whole stream is about, massage, right? Also, I found that they have more access to doing these missionaries in other countries, you know, which Charles Highwalk did. He was in Colombia and El Salvador, and not only just there, just, you know, to do Bible missions, but he was there teaching police.
Yeah, that was an interesting fact you found. He was training like their he was training their police. He was training like their
giving
SWAT
the police,
style police as well.
Giving the police a new kind of Bible for them to read.
That was weird too.
I have found stuff that, like, go watch my Charles Highwalk video, the bombshell video with Charles. I mean, he deleted everything off Facebook, and he's the deleter.
And he's good friends with Butch and Jack.
He's an ex-Fed. He is a law enforcement. He's working in the Rangers, is it?
Yeah.
He does Rangers.
Yeah,
park ranger.
Yeah, semi-retired park rangers.
Yep. And now he's a pastor in Grace Heber. I think I said it for the first time forever. Grace Heber, City, Utah. I always say it wrong, and everybody's like, Ali. It's not Heber. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
Heber City.
Okay, I got it right this time. But why? They get. If he can go, tell me if he can get into El Salvador, Colombia. What's in Colombia for him? What? And he's married to a Colombian woman, by the way. His whole congregation is Spanish. I'm just like, I need to get involved in this, and hopefully he doesn't come after me, but I want to know why. What is the purpose of this?
Yeah.
And this is how we're going to end it with Pastor Sunday, and maybe we can do a pastor episode.
Yeah.
If you want.
Be awesome.
All right. Let's Jack is always gold, so let's see what Jack has to say for us today.
Oh, kitty cat. Okay, hold on a second. So everybody go follow Greg.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
We're gonna do. He has the legal aspect of things. If you just joined, and we're gonna go live on the hearing with Tyler Robinson. So stay tuned for that and check out his video on massage, because that's how I found him. And we'll probably do more, right?
Absolutely, I would hope so. It'd be nice.
So thank you so much for coming. And we will end off with Pastor Sunday. This is what I usually do, Greg.
Okay. No, I love it. It's great.
We end off with a Pastor Sunday video, which I like doing. Everybody knows that. Debbie knows that. So this is Mr. Jack Hibbs. And thank you guys for joining. And I'm just waiting for Chris to come back. Ugh. Thank you guys for joining. And thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
And you'll see more of Greg. He's doing phenomenal work, guys. You know, the ones that are smaller channels like Dom, me, Greg, there's so many. Danks even was small. Now look at Danks. Danks is doing like great
Danks
work.
doing good. Danks doing real good.
So support the smaller channels.
Thank y'all. Yeah.
And I'll see you next Sunday because that's when I go live. So thank you so much, everyone. And here we go, Mr. Jack Hibbs.
The church is going to enter glory because Christ has purchased us by his own blood. And by that great blood and offering of Jesus Christ, we're going to go to heaven. Not based on any merit. If you are saying, I want to go to heaven, I'll try to be a better person. You're not going. There's no better people in heaven. Silent in here. Good. Think of that one. You think in heaven there's a place where the good people are at and then the okay people are at? And then I'm over here with the losers over here? No, none of that. There's only one good, and that's God. And there's only one God, and that's the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, 3 in 1. God, the triune God of Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. He's one God. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, see y'all. Thank y'all.
See you next Sunday. I will have another Pastor Sunday for you and another episode. So thank you so much for joining. Thanks, Greg.
Thanks y'all.
Everybody. Christ is King.